Hello everyone. In the last classes we have seen about migrating to cloud, or what are the cloud services for individual, cloud services at mid-market. Today we'll be seeing about the cloud services for enterprise. So the enterprise is nothing but a group which is higher than mid-market. Let's say about 1,000 people are working, that is called as organization or a enterprise. Now moving to the cloud gets more complex as the organization size grows, of course, yes. So the same type of guidelines what were applied for mid-market, they cannot be applied for enterprise, because here the equation changes. Okay. So first thing, A, we have to figure out what to move. Second is when to move. Third is how to move without affecting the ongoing process. That's the most important point, right? Now, for example, let's say part of migration might be including a moving a branch office application to the cloud. Okay, let's say we have 10 branches across India. Each have their own application, and if you want to move one branch, one application to the cloud, that can be thought as a relocation, and that can be a good start while we are going for enterprise class offering. So with that, we'll get an idea what are the challenges we'll face while transiting the application from local to cloud. That's a good way to start. Now there are certain providers which will help us in migration. The first provider is called as a MS Exchange. MS Exchange server is a mail server, and a calendaring service is also provided. Of course, it was developed by Microsoft. So it is used for emailing, contacting, calendaring, scheduling, and a collaboration platform. Okay. The MS Exchange is deployed on the Windows Server operating system for business use. So you can make use of MS Exchange and do away with all your mailing service, whatever you are using, calendar. Let's say for mail you are using one application, for scheduling you are using one more application, for contact you are using one application, for collaborating everything together or consolidating them you are using one more application. So four applications you are using across branches. By making use of MS Exchange, what will happen is everything will be put under one roof. That means in one application only four different features or four applications will be clubbed and given to you all. So it will be easy for you to manage it later on or to move on to the cloud also. Right. Now several features or several capabilities of Microsoft Server Exchange are provided over here. We'll just look into those features which are important ones. Okay. Now SharePoint is one of the features which is available as part of your MS Exchange, right? Office 365 is one more feature which is available. SharePoint allows you to store, retrieve, search, archive, track, manage, and report digitalized documents. Almost all your needs of documentation are taken care only by SharePoint itself. Very handy tool. Okay. Further, they call it as a collection of cloud and web-based technologies that makes it easy to do all those things. So SharePoint can be thought as collection of cloud and web-based technologies that allow us to A, store, B, retrieve, search, archive, track, manage, and even report also digitalized documents. All these things are provided as a part of your SharePoint Online. Now, one more important feature of MS Exchange is it is a easy tool to migrate to the cloud, especially given that it has an online version also. So if your applications are having online version, almost 50% you are on cloud itself. Just whatever data you have on your local servers or your machines, that also you have to put it onto the cloud. That's the only thing which is remain. Now to help business plan, deploy and operate the services, Microsoft has came up with something called as the Solution Accelerator for online services. We will give you certain suggestions which you have to follow. Certain automated guidelines also may be given. There is also something called as the Assessment and Planning Toolkit. Right, they will say that on week 1, application 1, 2 and 3 have to be taken to the cloud. Then you analyze the impact whether your business is going down or there is no impact, it has migrated successfully, you check it out. Then again 2 3 applications you can send a second week or something like that. That kind of plan will be given to you all by making use of assessment and planning toolkit, and also infrastructure planning and design guide. Everything is been made available to you all by Microsoft. One more thing is there, they got some two recognized awards as well. One was Microsoft was presented the first Partner Solution Showcase Program Award through ThoughtBridge, which has a built human resource application on top of a SharePoint online service. So whatever HR related activities were there, those features were also provided on top of the regular features of SharePoint. That's why they were given with the award. So MS Exchange is one of the tools you can make use of for enterprise migration to the cloud. The second application which is available to us is vMotion. Now vMotion is a migration tool made available by VMware. So what it is used for? It is used to control virtualization of servers, storage and networking. Very important. It is talking about your hardware. So if you want to migrate your hardware from local to cloud, you are going to make use of vMotion. Whereas for MS Exchange, it was for all your emailing, contacting, scheduling, collaborating, all those things. vMotion is for virtualization of servers, storage, networking. In other words, your hardware will be virtualized. Okay. Now, first thing is you have to capture your entire machinery, then you have to compress them, and finally share the storage. That has to be done. So for sharing of storage, first you have to capture and compress a set of files. Then both the source and target has to have access of those files concurrently. Correct? Source and target means here the source will be the your local machine and target will be the cloud server or the cloud machine, whatever is available to you all. Okay. And the entire network also will be virtualized. It's like you will feel that you are transferring data from point A to point B, but actually you are navigating or transferring your data from local system to cloud system. Now VMware vMotion is included in the enterprise edition, but if you don't have enterprise edition, then you can purchase it and have it as an add-on for your standard edition also. That is also available. Certain features are listed here of vMotion. We look into some 2 3 features of that. So it performs migration with no downtime. So as such, your servers or your application is running 24/7. You need not halt it just for migration. And the users will not come to know also that you are migrating. They will feel that they are interacting with the application as they do regularly. Okay. Then the hardware maintenance is also done without disrupting the operations or whatever functionality is going on. Next thing is whatever poor performances or failing physical service servers are available, they are moved to virtual machines. So your performance will be somewhat faster after that, right? Then real-time availability of information can be done since the data is going now on the cloud. Everybody will be in a sync and on the go information will be available to all, right? Then it allows you to maintain schedules of predefined times without any admin presence. Okay, and finally it helps you to also maintain audit trail with a detailed record of migration. So all these features are available as part of your vMotion. The third tool which is available is called as VMware vCenter Converter. Again, it is used to migrate physical servers to virtual servers, somewhat similar to your vMotion, but only thing is it only deals with server, whereas vMotion was also dealing with storage as well. Okay. Now VMware converter comes in two types. One is for single conversion, that is called as starter version, and one is for large scale conversion called as enterprise version. So VMware vCenter Converter Starter and VMware vCenter Converter Enterprise are the names. Only thing is, starter is for single conversion and enterprise is for multiple conversion or large scale conversion, anyway you can call it. Now again it has the features of same features as that of vMotion. Quickly convert local and remote physical machines into virtual with no downtime. That is first thing. Then a centralized management console is also available. So there's a conversion wizard which is available for that, right? Several other features are also noted over here. Interested people can read it if you want it. But the only thing is, you should remember only that physical servers are converted to virtual servers by making use of VMware vConverter or vCenter Converter. Okay. Now you can import various virtual machines also by making use of like Workstation or VMware Player 1.x, ESX 3.x, all those things. Just for your information, I have listed them over here. The last application called as Hyper-V Lite migration. It's a lighter version of your vMotion. Okay. Now your Microsoft Server 2008 makes use of this. Very simple tool is used here for moving your virtual servers around different machines. Okay. So all the second, third and fourth application, that vMotion, VMware and Hyper-V Lite migration, are all talking about movement of physical servers to virtual servers. Okay. It is extremely easy to use application because it is provided under your Microsoft Server 2008 itself. Of course, it's a light version, so it will be having certain limited feature of your migration and not all the features which were available as a part of your hypervisor or VMware will not be a part of this one. Okay. Then it helps customers to move running applications between server to accommodate changing dynamic computing needs across a data center. That means by making use of this, the processes which are followed for migration will be centralized. It's not like Bangalore location will be having some other process, Hyderabad location will be having some other process, Chennai's center will be having some other process. No, if you make use of Hyper-V Lite migration, all the branches of your migration of your enterprise organization will be following the same set of steps. It will be easy for you to understand also, and one more is it is a low cost also. Of course it will be faster. Once you know the process, you have to just repeat it. Okay. Now the Microsoft virtual products include Hyper-V Server 2008, that is available at no cost via the web. So it is directly available for you to download. Then it has a optimized virtualization solution, allows the customers to consolidate both Windows or Linux workload onto a single physical server. Again, very important feature. Anything which is available on both Windows or Linux workload can be taken onto the single physical server. Very handy. And third one is it enables customer to configure and deploy new virtual machines and centrally manage their infrastructure also, whether running on Windows Server or Hyper-V application. So any application they are making use of, you can add new virtual machines, you can configure and directly deploy them. That is also provided under Hyper-V Lite migration. So as a part of your enterprise offering, we have seen MS Exchange, that is Microsoft Exchange. In that we saw something of SharePoint also. Second is we saw about vMotion. Third is we saw about VMware vCenter Converter. And the fourth was Hyper-V Lite migration. Okay, thank you.